Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Collins here, aka the Crypto Enthusiast, with a brand new cryptocurrency video. And today I'm gonna be talking about and there you have it, guys. The 7 things that attract peeps, probably newcomers or newbies, to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. Most people, probably the ones that are scared to dip their feet into the waters. They sometimes wonder why people that have come to embrace crypto never look back, and in this video, guys, I'm going to give you top 7 reasons why we in the crypto sphere prefer it to the traditional fiat system. So coming up at number 1, we have its simplicity of use, and you can't overemphasize that, because crypto and Bitcoin is doing to money what email and messaging has done to traditional letter writing. Most of us, the millennials, find it very hard to appreciate what we have right now. You can just message someone, and in London, maybe you're here in Africa, you message someone in America or London, and it gets there in split seconds, and we just don't appreciate that anymore because we have gotten used to it. So that's the same thing that crypto is doing right now. With Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, I can send someone money anywhere around the world in a snap of a finger. That's how cool crypto is. That's how cool Bitcoin is, and that's one of the strong reasons why anyone that comes in contact with it gets how I put it, addicted to it. So sending crypto around the world can be as easy as just tapping a button and bam, it's done. You don't need to go to any clearinghouse, you don't need to exchange to any currency, just like that, and you can send someone money anywhere around the world. You don't even have to know about the technical stuff. You just have to know about the interface, just like you use Facebook. And that's why people love cryptocurrency. That's why people are attracted to cryptocurrency. It's not all about speculation. It's about ease of use, its simplicity. So that's number 1, guys, and we are moving on to number 2. Imagine a system that is so perfect and so immune to distortion that you don't even have to trust anyone. A system built in such a way that you don't have to trust anyone. You don't have to trust anyone with the value of the money you hold in your hands. You don't have to rely on banks. You don't have to rely on the government to create value on the fiat money you hold. You don't have to rely on a third party to make a secure transaction, and that is what crypto is. The gap crypto is breaching. That is what crypto is offering anyone that wants to, join the space. So in cryptocurrency, everything has been set by simple mathematics and algorithm. So in cryptocurrency, everything is open. You don't need to trust anyone. Your transactions are secured in the blockchain. It can be altered. We have several decentralized exchange where you don't have to rely on a third party to trade with someone. We have escrow system in the crypto space where you can make transactions without actually suspecting the other party. So that's why people that have been in crypto for a while get addicted. They find it hard to see fiat system in the sense or in a way that the rest that are not in crypto view it. Is like you, after using email and maybe Facebook or WhatsApp instant messaging, you try to go back to traditional letter writing and posting. Is awkward. It's kind of like awkward. There is no central party to trust. You don't have to trust anyone because there is no need for that. So that's another key feature that keeps people in the blockchain ecosystem, that bonds us together in the crypto space, that gets us addicted to the system. It's trustless. So you can, like, for example, in the Bitcoin network, you have the Block Explorer, for example, whereby every transaction ever made on the Bitcoin blockchain is listed there. You can check it out at blockchain.info. Blockchain.info is a good website where you can see transaction details concerning each account. Any transaction that is ever made on the Bitcoin blockchain is being recorded on the public ledger, which you can check out on blockchain.info. So that's a system that is set in place. You don't have to trust a third party to give you details, or to trust a third party to tell you how things are being run in the system, which is why the banking system today is so corrupt, because we trust the third party to, we're actually blind to how the system works. We have to rely on third party to give us information, vital informations that we need to know, But in the Bitcoin and the crypto space, you don't need to trust anyone because everything is already set in place in such a way that you don't need to trust. So it's trustless. So that's it for number 2. Now moving on to number 3. So talking about deflation, we first of all have to know what is inflation, and this is one of the major reasons why we, the crypto enthusiasts, get so attached to crypto, because it's deflationary. Our old fiat monetary system is designed to be inflationary. What I mean is that the central banks print money in essence. There is no definite unit of money. They just print money at will, and that in turn devalues the notes in your pocket. So at the end of the day, let's take for example, maybe in 1958, 1950 something, the purchasing power of let's say $100 in your pocket will be much more decreased in this 2018 compared to 1958. So that's the power, that's the menace of inflation in our fiat monetary system. But that the opposite is the case when it comes to crypto. For example, Bitcoin has a total supply of 21 million, and because it has a definite number, the more people join and use it as a monetary system, the more the price per Bitcoin increases. Okay, I hope you just get that explanation. The more people use it, the more the value increases, because the number is limited, just like your diamond and gold. So that's why most of the times you hear people referring to Bitcoin as the digital gold, because it has a definite number, and that number cannot be replicated, it cannot be altered, it cannot be added onto or removed. So it makes it rare the more people use it, unlike the old fiat monetary system that the central bank can just wake up one morning and print a ton of cash. So I'm going to show you guys an example. So guys, according to the research I've done, this is a Bitcoin price chart history from 2012 to date. So as you can see, the parabolic curve of this graph, right from 2012 to 14 to 16 to 2018, you can see the action of the price. It went from like below 1k to 5k in 2017, and from 5k in 2017 to almost 15k to even almost 20k, because it once hit 20k in was in January or December 2017, and now it came back down to consolidate before we have another bull trend. So you can see the graph of the price action of Bitcoin from 2012 to 2018, and you can see the more people use it, the more the price, the purchasing power of each Bitcoin increases. So now let's take a look at the price chart history of the United States dollar, so you see the difference here. Let me check. So this is the price chart history of the 43-year historical chart of the United States dollar, and you can see the graph for yourself. You can see the graph, and from this graph you understand what I'm talking about. So this is this is inflation I was telling you guys about. So you can see it's quite different from the Bitcoin graph, and you can see the price, the value is almost at at the same level for almost 43 years. For almost 43 years, which means that the purchasing power gets lower and lower as time passes or time progresses. So that's why anyone that knows a few things about crypto and how crypto works wouldn't even think about choosing it over fiat, because you have a lot to gain holding your money in crypto than in fiat, because as time passes on, your fiat loses its value, but in crypto, mostly Bitcoin gains value as time passes because of deflation. So I hope you get the point I'm trying to make here. And that's it for deflation, and that will now take us to number 4. So number 4 is the general theme about number 4 is freedom of spending. No one restricts you to the number of cash you can send or withdraw from your wallet, or the number of transactions you can perform per day. Like in our fiat monetary system, there is a number of transactions you can perform on an ATM in a day, but with crypto, that's totally different. In crypto, no one controls you, no one puts a limit to how much you can spend in a day. Most of you experience this with your debit cards. In a day there's a limit to how much you can spend. But if you're transacting to someone that accepts cryptocurrency, you can exchange billions of dollars in a click in a day, and no one gives a fuck about it. So that's one thing that crypto brings to us that fiat can't offer. Even if you want to transact with raw cash, to transact huge amounts of money is cumbersome and stressful. But with crypto, there is no limit to how much you can send someone and the number of times you can transact in a day or a week or a month. So that's what sets crypto apart from fiat, and that's why we that understand these things get addicted and unable to go back to the fiat monetary system. So that's it for number 4. Now moving on to number 5. So this is another feature why we in the crypto space, anyone actually that have experienced the power of cryptocurrency can't just leave it for fiat anymore. Why? Because it defies borders and middlemen, and these factors have been restricting people for decades now. So with crypto, you have the freedom to transact anywhere in the world in split seconds. You can send someone money in China, India, Uganda, Nigeria, name it, in seconds, without going through a cumbersome process involved in fiat. You don't need to use Western Union or all these middlemen to do your transaction. As far as the receiver accepts cryptocurrency, you can send the money anywhere in the world, just like you send message to someone using Facebook Messenger. That's how crazy crypto is. With crypto, there are no borders. You become automatically a full global citizen. You don't need to go through any clearing house or pay ridiculous fees to send someone money or remit money back home. Let's say you're working abroad and you need to send some money to your family. You don't need restrictions. The borders no longer exist once you transact with cryptocurrency. That's why cryptocurrency is so addictive, because it gives us the freedom. It gives you back your freedom. You don't have to rely on the government. You don't have to take permission from anyone to do transactions. You don't have to convert from one currency to another to send value from one end of the world to the other. So that's one major reason why people that are into crypto get so addicted and attached to it, that leaving it for fiat is, is like leaving Facebook Messenger to go back to letter writing. That's ridiculous. So that's it for this number 5. So moving on to number 6. So number 6, your funds in cryptocurrency cannot be seized by any entity or frozen. So yeah, nobody can seize your funds in crypto or restrict you access to your funds. Once you have once you're in possession of your recovery passphrase, your private key, nobody, not even the government, can seize your funds. That's another feature that cryptocurrency offers that fiat can never offer you. There are some situations whereby, you need to protect yourself. You need your money to be safe, and the government or the bank can just freeze your money just like that, and you won't have access to your money or unless you comply. But in crypto, no one messes with your money. No one can mess with your hard-earned money just like that without you giving them access to either your private key or your recovery passphrase, which you can decide not to, and they can't do anything about it. So that's another beautiful thing about cryptocurrency that keeps us, the crypto community, addicted to it. So that's it for number 6. Now the last but not the least, number 7, and here we go. Have you wondered how the world richest man is being evaluated? How the list of the world richest pops up. How do they know? It's because of the bank. The system we have is in such a way that all your earnings are being monitored by the financial institutions like the banks, because they are in control of everything. And with that, your anonymity is being void. But with crypto, that's a different ball game altogether. In crypto is transparent to some extent, that you can see the transaction being made in the blockchain, but you can't actually trace the user unless that the owner of such funds comes publicly to declare how much he or she has. So that's one feature in cryptocurrency that you can't just overlook. You can have billions of dollars and you decide to remain anonymous, and you can just interact with people without being afraid of kidnap or people tracing you to cause harm to you because you have such a huge amount of money. So you it's like you going to a party in a mask. When you have let's say your family members in the nightclub party, and you go there in a mask and have fun without anybody actually knowing it's you. That's the closest comparison I can give to this, because you can live a simple life, live a normal life without
the burden that comes with being rich and famous. You can be rich and no one can actually know how much you're worth. So that's a feature in cryptocurrency that is not possible with fiat, because once you are a billionaire in fiat, everybody automatically knows, because your money is with the bank and the bank knows how much you're worth. Okay, and that brings unnecessary attention to your life. But with cryptocurrency, unless you come out publicly to declare this is how much I have, no one knows. You can just live like a normal guy, but only you yourself know how much you're worth. So your privacy is secured with crypto. So these are the reasons why we in the crypto community, we are so addicted to crypto that there is no comparison between it and fiat. And that's why anyone that's been in the crypto space for a long time will find it very, very hard to just leave crypto just like that and return back to fiat. It's not possible. It's not possible. I'm speaking for myself and everyone that has been in the crypto space and have experienced its magical wonders. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or a thumbs down if you didn't, so that helps me know how I'm doing, and also how to increase the quality of my content. Please do subscribe to this channel for more updates that will be coming your way. Thanks for tuning in. I still remain your one and only crypto enthusiast, Collins, signing out. Peace.